From the Velocity Accelerator at Innovation Depot in downtown Birmingham, it's Alabama Upstarts. Entrepreneurs, inventors, and startups, this is your chance to meet face-to-face with real venture capitalists. Today's venture capital judges are founder of Liberty Learning Foundation and the co-owner of Stovehouse Properties, award-winning entrepreneur Patty Yancey. Former mayor of Dothan, Mercedes auto dealer, businessman, and one of the leading supporters of emerging entrepreneurs in Alabama, Mike Schmitz. Alabama Upstarts is sponsored by Mid-South Bank, the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. Let's meet our first contestant.
Hi, we're Adam and Fawn Freeze, the partners behind Delta Blues Hot Tamales in Pelham, Alabama. We are a unique restaurant concept in that we cater to an underserved segment of the society. In the process of putting the concept together, we found out that Fawn has celiac disease, so she can't eat gluten, and we realized very quickly thereafter that going out to eat was impossible because people didn't understand the idea behind cross-contamination and things of that nature. So we went to our roots in Mississippi and found an item that is naturally gluten-free, being hot tamales, and kind of embraced it and dove in from there. In the process, we decided to try to include as many of the major food allergies as possible and find a way to cater to people who have those issues. So our kitchen is free of gluten, peanuts, tree nuts, and mostly soy. We have cross-contamination measures built in so that we don't make people sick if they have allergies to fish, shellfish, or dairy as well. And then in doing so, we realized that it made a lot of our items naturally vegan, so we also serve the vegan and vegetarian segment of society. We built the concept to basically cater to people who have those allergies, but we also wanted to have a menu that would be impressive to people who don't have those allergies. So we built the menu to kind of attract the significant others, if you will, of people who don't have to look for it. So we've got items that are comfort food. We have items that are kind of Cajun Creole. We both went to school in Louisiana, so we picked that up when we were down there. And then just kind of fleshed it out with more and more vegetarian and vegan items as well. So we're serving a segment of the community that is absolutely underserved. There's 20–30% of society that have an aversion or allergy to gluten, just in particular, and there's nobody that's serving them. So we did that, but we also have some items that we do where we make our own seasoned flour that is gluten-free that we sell at the restaurant. We're looking to expand on that idea and get some things into retail. As well as our tamales, we'd like to be able to get into a retail setting. So that's kind of what we're looking for as far as expanding, but we also just really enjoy what we do. We've got close to 50 years experience in restaurants between the two of us, so we understand the ins and outs of the business, if you will. And we're looking to expand it and grow and find new ways to get our products out there in front of other people. So that's kind of who we are and what we do in a nutshell. We brought a couple of things for you guys to look at and see and hopefully sample today, some of our items.
Yeah, so this is basically tamales in the husk. This is what you're going to find in every little tamale stand out in the Delta, so tamales in the husk. A lot of times they will unwrap them and do a tamale pie. This is not a tamale pie here, but a tamale pie is kind of like a Frito pie, but on a tamale. So we just kind of expanded that a little bit. So we have like 8 different ways that you can top your tamales, 4 of them which have vegan options, but this is actually our vegan option here. It's a holy chipotle, so it's got our holy chipotle lime sauce, and then our charred corn relish, which we make in-house, as well as fresh tomatoes.
So the health aspect of it is extremely important, and I think the potential is huge because people want to eat good food.
Absolutely.
And they want to be healthy. But I don't really understand your business plan. What is it you want to do?
So right now we have a sit-down restaurant. We've realized in the process of going through COVID and whatnot that it's important for us, if we want to grow, to expand to the retail side of it. So what our goal at this point is to try to get it to where we can produce the tamales on a larger scale, get them into retail, as well as our seasoned flour products and some other products. We do a butterbean hummus that is hummus that's something that most people who have tree nut allergies, peanut allergies can't eat.
It's free as sesame seeds.
Yeah, ours does not have any of that in it. So it's again, it's catering to a market that's underserved. So we want to be able to expand that and get it into retail, and even be able to sell the tamales to other restaurants and places that might be interested in having an option for people who can't eat those allergens.
So I got two questions. So when you talk about going to retail, you're talking about frozen at that point or fresh?
So for the seasoned flour and the butterbean hummus will be fresh, but for the tamales, frozen.
Frozen, okay. And have y'all tried that out to see?
We have, and there's actually a company that we kind of got that idea from in Jackson, Mississippi, called Tony's Tamales, that he's selling 750,000 to 1 million tamales a year at this point in
all across
the southeast.
Gotcha.
I think he's in Piggly Wigglies and
and one thing that's good with us, we use as much non-GMO and organic items as possible, that we possibly could be able to get this into places like Whole Foods and things like that are a little bit more high-end.
Because the blue corn masa is non-GMO, and so is our sunflower oil. We don't use lard, so we use sunflower oil in the chicken and the pork tamales, and then we use a organic, sustainable.
So do you have a commercial kitchen? You do it out of your kitchen?
We
have
a
commercial kitchen right
now, but we hope to expand into a production facility for this part of it. We're looking at the possibility of getting a USDA loan to put together a kitchen that's literally for the retail side of the business.
And how much investment are you looking for?
If we were looking for that, we would be looking for $20,000 to $25,000 probably to help us get the equipment and work on getting some copyright stuff dealt with and get this facility up and running, and then also to be used to help promote the product and get it placed into these markets.
Just real quick, is this y'all's the way you make a living?
It is.
Yes. What I'm saying,
it is. This is our
jobs.
sole
Yes.
form of income at this point.
And so what are you doing marketing-wise right now? Do you have a website?
We have
a website, right?
You go ahead.
Sorry, we have a website, Facebook, Instagram. We don't really do any, formal advertising as of right now. It's really through social media.
Okay.
Well, great job. Thank you for
super.
coming.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Super job.
We'll be right back with more contestants on Alabama Upstarts.
Wouldn't it be nice if your bank really wanted to help you out? Your world is increasingly complex, but your banking shouldn't be that way. Our banking promise to you is to be the most helpful bank in town. We're here to help you make money. We're here to help you save money. And we're here to make banking easy and convenient.
Mid-South Bank, where helping you always comes first.
Mid-South Bank, the most helpful bank in town.
Mercedes-Benz of Dothan has a long history of protecting what is most important to you. The Mercedes brand has a strong reputation for constructing vehicles that dramatically lessen the chance of an accident. Features like collision prevention, driver attention assist, and blind spot with rear cross-traffic detection. You'll have peace of mind knowing your loved ones are protected by the most innovative safety features available.
Protect what is most important to you in a Mercedes from Mercedes-Benz of Dothan.
There are times in life when what you do is more important than who you are. When how you respond to others is more important than what you have. When giving all of yourself is the best gift of all. What did you do today? A life-changing experience. Faith Ministry, changing lives one at a time.
Let's visit with a previous contestant.
My name is Jackson Carpenter, and I'm the founder of Tanker. I just wanted to take a second to let everyone know how much I appreciate you having me on at Alabama Upstarts, and to let other young entrepreneurs know that if you're looking to gain brand exposure and pitch experience, and there's no experience better than being on Alabama Upstarts.
Here's our next contestant on Alabama Upstarts.
Good afternoon. My name is Kenya Russell, and I'm the founder of Southern Made Creatives. As the saying goes, if you follow the trends, you'll always be behind it. Over the last few years, we've seen some pretty challenging things happen in society. Our economic landscape has had to be completely reconstructed thanks to a microscopic virus. We've laughed, we've cried, we've yelled, and we've marched in the name of social equity and equality, but we've collectively managed to emerge stronger than ever. Traditionally, companies use marketing to sell products. But what happens if the group heavily impacting mainstream culture and media doesn't play by traditional rules? The issue lies with connectivity and truly understanding this audience. So, who are they? Millennial and Gen Z voices of Black and Brown communities. Over 2.9 million individuals make up this audience in the Southeast, according to the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey. This is not a generation that goes with the flow. We are the flow. This demographic is the most opinionated and expressive generation our society has ever seen. Not only are we disruptors and innovators, we passionately respond to authenticity and have a significant impact on mainstream American culture. We engage and spend our money with companies who appeal to our interests and align with our values. This dynamic audience yields over $1 trillion in spending power, so it definitely pays to market to us. As we've seen over the years, companies who've taken the inauthentic route have risked being canceled, rebranding entirely just to connect with us. If companies want to truly engage and captivate this audience, changes need to be made. Southern Made Creatives cultivate spaces for Black and Brown audiences to engage in specially curated media, resources, and opportunities for creatives. Public facing, we're a multimedia platform, but our primary service is a B2B creative agency that provides intermediary support with help with market analysis, cultural humility workshops, and tools that come in handy with product surveying like focus groups. Supporting multiple industries, our team is built exclusively of millennial creative professionals. We innately understand the needs and decision-making process that goes into this demographic. Let Southern Made Creatives be your guides into this cultured terrain. When I first began this company, it was a regionally focused platform, being a bridge of connectivity for millennials and Gen Zers alike who were looking for a creative space. Since then, the platform has evolved and become a pillar for the creative communities in Birmingham. We're asking for $25,000 to advance the services we provide for this community and help businesses set the trends. Thank you.
Great job. So tell me, for the $25,000, what are you going to use that for? Do you have some specifics?
Yes, to advance our marketing and overall production and equipment that we use to produce campaigns.
So you mentioned all the companies are now woke up and are after this market, and it's probably 80 million, you know, so why are you different? How are you going to do it? How are you going to stand? There's a lot of people competing now.
That's true. So the way that we stand out is that our team is, again, built exclusively of millennial creative professionals. So not only are we qualified to lead a marketing campaign, we actually understand the needs of this demographic that we're serving.
And how are you marketing those services? How are you getting the word out?
So we've had a really unique experience. We've been able to build a community online and experientially in person in real time. So we produce events that are able to bring people together, and we also have a digital platform that is a blog and email newsletter where we're able to regularly engage our audience.
Okay, so is it events that you're going to do? Is that the
events, digital media? They're both
right together.
Yes.
Okay, so give me an example.
So this past year we incorporated and we were able to produce a virtual experience with one of our key partners, Hibbett Sports, and that's a great example because it allowed us to use Hibbett and what their objective of engaging this audience and connect them with local influencers, local visual artists that were able to supplement the campaign.
So Hibbett's is a sponsor?
They were a sponsor of the event.
A sponsor of the event?
Yes.
Okay. Did they benefit from it though? Other than just getting there?
Yeah, so overall, we were promoting engagement within this audience, just specifically in Birmingham, and we were able to use Birmingham influencers to create a virtual experience that garnered over 13,000 views on YouTube.
Good. Good for you.
So you have clients now?
Yes, so because of the COVID, we have taken some steps back as far as taking on a lot of different projects, but for 2021 we're planning another virtual experience for the fall, and we're also working on organic content. So we are able to take clients, but we have not stepped into that realm just yet.
Well, you did a great job.
Great job.
Thank you for
Thank you so much.
coming. We appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll be right back with more contestants on Alabama Upstarts.
Wouldn't it be nice if your bank really wanted to help you out? Your world is increasingly complex, but your banking shouldn't be that way. Our banking promise to you is to be the most helpful bank in town. We're here to help you make money. We're here to help you save money. And we're here to make banking easy and convenient.
Mid-South Bank, where helping you always comes first.
Mid-South Bank, the most helpful bank in town.
There are times in life when what you do is more important than who you are. When how you respond to others is more important than what you have. When giving all of yourself is the best gift of all. What did you do today? A life-changing experience. Faith Ministry, changing lives one at a time.
Ready for the next contestant on Alabama Upstarts?
Hi, my name is Camille Marks, and I am the founder and chief attorney of Just in Time Legal Solutions, Inc., and we are the one-stop legal shop. You may have read us quoted in CNN News. You may have heard about us being one of the 50 companies that were partnered with Facebook. You may have seen us on local news opining about various COVID-19 related legal issues. Well, now I am here in person to tell you how Just in Time Legal Solutions, Inc. is disrupting the traditional practice of law by providing affordable, urgent care a la carte services to the benefit of the public. It's very simple. Customers can reach out to us online, by telephone, on social media even, and they can connect with our client intake and through technology of digital intake, digital payment systems, digital conferencing, digital platforms that include virtual hearings, virtual notary services. They can, in the comfort and safety of their own homes, get legal services done. If it's urgent to them, it is urgent to us. We provide services such as next day court appearances. We provide services such as basic estate plans and a broad range of legal services for everyday citizens who may not have the time or the means to get regular traditional legal services. And Just in Time Legal Services is here on time, just in time, every time to bridge that gap. And in addition to that, one of our missions is to create jobs for Alabama citizens. And for that reason, Just in Time Legal is headquartered in historic downtown Bessemer, Alabama, in an area that has been designated as an empowerment zone, an opportunity zone, a hub zone for federal purposes. And so we are here to create jobs and bridge the gap between legal services and the public just in time.
So you're open now and you're doing this right now?
I am, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so how are you? First of all, it's a great concept.
Oh, thank you.
Especially after COVID, it's even a greater concept, I think. And it's immediate, they can get response right away. And a lot of people are afraid to go to lawyers. I mean, they're intimidated. So
Yes,
you
sir.
take that away. But the charges, how are they compared? And do you do different law, all kinds of law? How does that work?
I do all kinds of law that I would consider to be, I would say, personal business, which means adoptions for people, small business incorporation and client services, things such as divorces or basic estate plans to include wills, powers of attorney, advanced care directives, and just an immediate basic legal service. We can provide a complex range of legal services as well, but just for people who don't know a lawyer, don't know how to contact, can just reach out to us. We will take it from there and handle their legal matter in an a la carte way so that the charges don't really get out of whack with what the client wants to pay. And so usually we can take a matter, we can quote a fee, and that fee is broken down into convenient payments that are affordable to our clients, and we handle it from there.
So what sort of investment are you looking for, and then what would you do with an investment?
Well, I am looking for a $300 loan investment because Alabama lawyers are generally discouraged from being in partnership with non-lawyers, and so I would be looking for loan financing, and that financing would be used for staffing and also advertising. The thing about my model is that I'm an Alabama licensed lawyer, my legal services would be available, and I can perform services throughout the state of Alabama, but I need to be able to advertise and let people know that wherever you are in Alabama, Just in Time Legal Solutions has you covered. And so for that reason, I need money for advertising and also for additional staffing, because the response is good when people know about us.
Yeah.
It's just that I want people to know more about us throughout the state, and I also would like for there to be adequate staffing to assure quality assurance, excuse me, for purposes of quality assurance when we do get those additional calls.
So can you repeat again the investment you want?
Oh, $300,000 of a loan.
Right, okay. And so right now how are you, I assume you're on social media.
I am.
Is that the main way you're advertising?
Well, I'm advertising on social media, and it's at Just in Time, well, at JIT Legal, and then I also advertise on TV. I've done television advertising. I have done radio as well. So just various forms of the more traditional advertising, but I do digital-based advertising and commercials and things of that nature as well.
Other than the brick and mortar attorneys, tell us real quick, like who's your competition? And I would name LegalZoom, but I'm sure you would say, hey, I'm different than that. But tell me who you're competing against.
It would be LegalZoom and maybe Rocket Lawyer. But the competitive edge that I have over those is that if someone pays LegalZoom and gets to a point where they actually need to see someone and meet face-to-face with an in-person attorney, then that option is not really available. So the difference with my model is that I am competitively priced, and we can do either virtual or we can do in-person by appointment, and certainly meet with people to make sure that their legal needs are resolved, whether traditional or virtual.
We did a great job. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you very much.
Alabama Upstarts, providing a runway and launch pad for Alabama's entrepreneurs. Today's $1,000 winner, compliments of Mercedes-Benz of Dothan and Mike Schmitz.
On behalf of Alabama Upstarts, we want to congratulate both of you on Delta Blues Hot Tamales, and we're going to award you with a $1,000 check today, and we just want to thank you so much for your passion and what you're doing. You're going to educate the world and feed them all at the same time. So you did a great job. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. We really appreciate it.
You could be the next winner with your business idea. Apply at alabama-upstarts.com.
We are absolutely ecstatic to have won this $1,000 with Alabama Upstarts today. We think it's really going to help us further our business and take it to the next level.